Hey guys, Aaron here with Power Plant Gym, and I know all of us are kind of struggling to keep our exercises and our workouts fun and interesting. So I wanted to go over something that I've been using just to kind of stay in shape and for something to switch up a little bit. And it's going to be just a super simple piece of like equipment that you can make at home, and that's just going to be a couple of pieces of regular cardboard. If it's got the shiny surface on one side, that's going to work the best for you. So I'm going to show you three different exercises, one for your legs, one for your upper body, and then one that's kind of a combo upper body and some core. These are going to be a fairly challenging exercises for a lot of people, so kind of play with them a little bit, see what you can do. If I need to, I'll try and post something else that's some scales and modifications for it. So the first one we're going to go over is just a slider push-up. So hopefully Ray won't get in the way here, but we're going to set up just like we would for our regular push-up, up here. And so all I want to do is place my hand on one of these sliders, and as I go down, I'm going to let it slide out to the side. This hand is going to control how intense this workout is. So I'm going to set up for my good push-up position, keeping my left elbow in close, and I'm going to let my right hand slide as I go into my push-up. And we're going to use that to kind of help me come back up a little bit as well. And depending on how much I use this hand, I can make this a really, really challenging strength exercise. So you get a couple of them. I would try and keep these in a rep range of maybe 3 to 5. Use this to kind of keep your strength up, and then we're going to do just a regular push-up to get your volume to keep that muscle mass growing. So the other one that we're going to do, it's kind of a combo for the upper body and lower body. It's definitely going to be pretty challenging for a lot of people, but it's going to train the lats a little bit. It's going to train your core. So we're going to set up, again, kind of like we're in our push-up position. I like to start this one either all the way up. If you're really struggling, we'll do the negative here. Or if you're a little bit more advanced, you've got some good body awareness, good strength, you can start in the prone position or laying on the ground. So with your hands on the pieces of cardboard, staying super, super tight and long, you're going to initiate by pulling your lats down, and then we're going to keep a good plank position as we pull our arms straight down. Kind of like a straight arm lat pull down. So right here, staying tight, coming up. And the important part is going to be this real slow eccentric or the negative. So just letting it slide out, super slow and controlled, trying to focus on your lats to get that exercise in. A variation on this that's going to be a little bit easier for most of us is going to be right here on the side with just one of your sliders here. So you can be either on your hip or up on the knees. These are going to be a little bit more challenging, but it's a-okay to stay right here. And again, we're going to let it slide out, feeling a big stretch through our lats, keeping the core nice and tight. And then to come back up, we're going to initiate with the lat, pulling that shoulder down, and actively pulling using that side or using that lat muscle. And that's going to be a slightly easier variation that you can scale up. So on the knees, or if you're really feeling it and you're super spicy, you can go all the way into that side plank with that one. But that one's a little bit advanced even for me. And the last one I want to talk about with these guys here anyway is going to be for your legs, and that's just a squat variation or a lunge variation where we're going to allow this to slide out. So I'm going to get to work my leg that's on the ground, so the one that's not on the slider, but I'm also going to get to work kind of my hips and my adductors, the stuff that's kind of pulling this leg back in. So simply placing that leg out, I'm going to try and stay nice and tall, keeping my working leg flat, and let this slide out as I sink into that deep lunge position. So I can again kind of target which leg I want to work. If I want to work this leg primarily, or the leg that's staying stationary on the floor, then all I'm going to do is try not to use that foot at all and drive as hard as I can through my working leg. If I want to turn this more into an adductor exercise, I'm going to work harder pulling that leg in. So I'm not going to try and use this leg quite as much and focus on that groin to drive everything back in. So again, kind of some body awareness involved with these, but it's a super simple piece of equipment, air quotes, that most of us probably already have at home. Super easy to make. yeah, I'm gonna try and post this up in the group. And if you guys have questions, answer or ask them in the comments. I'll try and either shoot another video or just answer them individually as necessary. All right, thanks guys.